So I welcome you all over here. Thank you so much for joining us. And let's start. Someone's mic is on. I will request you that to please keep your mic muted. If you wish to speak, you can raise your hand and I will allow you. I will call your name. You can talk. And otherwise, please make sure that your mic remains muted in order to keep the discipline in the class and so that everyone can learn. Okay. So, in this, by the end of this webinar, what is basically the purpose of this webinar is to tell you about the spoken English webinar, the courses that Language Skills Academy is offering. Basically, to tell you about Language Skills Academy, it is an academy that offers IELTS, PTE, and spoken English courses and other English proficiency tests such as Duolingo and some other tests. So our focus will be on the spoken English courses for now, but we do also offer other courses as well. So by the end of this webinar, you will learn about why speaking English feels so difficult to you, and the mistakes that we make, or that the barriers that we have in our mind, the myths that we have as per spoken English that hinders our progress in becoming a fluent and confident English speaker. And you will also learn about practical ways to improve your spoken English, and what can be the ways that what can be the practices that you can regularly do in order to speak to improve your spoken English skills and confidence. Other than that, you will also learn about real life communication techniques. How does language really work in the real life structure of the society and your different situations. There are different situations in which you have to communicate in English, whether it be moving to a English speaking country or using English at your workplace, or if you're a teacher, you will need to teach your international students using English as a language. So you will learn about how you can become a confident English speaker by the end of this webinar. So I don't want to keep this webinar all about me, and I want you to engage as much as you can. So here is one icebreaker activity that I have designed for you. This activity, let me tell you about this. In this activity, you won't have to do much, but the purpose of this activity is basically for me and you to get to know each other. Obviously, since this is a group setting, we will get to know each other, and it also reduces nervousness, improves speaking. I want to get you to speak English right on this point. So if you're willing, let's take some volunteers. Basically, you will introduce yourself. You will tell us your name, the country that you're from, your profession, and any one interesting fact about yourself. One example is given over here as well. So who would like to volunteer? Yes. So we have Hassan Ayaz over here, Ehsan, Imran, Ikramullah, Isma. Yes, who would like to go first? You can raise your hand and we can start right away. Please show us how confident you are and how excited you are to be introduced in this webinar. So who would like to go first? Anyone can take the lead. Aima, would you like to speak up?
Hi, I want to speak.
That's great, Saki. Please continue.
I'm Sanjana from Pakistan, working as a chemistry teacher in one of the government college, and I enjoy badminton.
That's great. Thank you so much, Sanjana, for participating. Yes, others. Asia is here. Alan is here. Chaudhry Samad. Who would like to go next? I want all of you to participate, okay? Just 3 to 4 lines. Nothing much.
Hi, my name is Amira Irfan. I'm from Pakistan and I am a student.
That's great, Amira. And tell any interesting fact about yourself or any hobby.
My hobby is book reading.
That's great. I'm also a reader. Nice to meet you, Amira. Okay. Yes, who else would like to go next?
Hello everyone, my name is Hassan and I am from Pakistan living in Australia and I am an engineer and I love traveling.
That's great, Hassan. Thank you so much. Good to know that. Okay, who will go next? Thank you so much, Hassan, Sanjana, and Amira for your responses. What about others? I
Assalamualaikum.
need two more. Yes, yes, Nabia. Walaikum Assalam.
My name is
Your mic got muted.
my name is Nabiya Mubarak. My name is Nabiya Mubarak. I am from Pakistan. My qualification is MPhil and B.Ed. I am an online tutor.
That's great to
And
know.
my hobby is books reading also.
Great.
Jazakallah. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you so much for participating. Okay, Abira. Abira it is. Abira, I would request you to rename yourself to Abira. Here, Asia Fayaz is, that name is there. I would request all of you to change to your real names, please. Okay, so I can call you by that. Okay, what about Chaudhry, Samad, and Imran, Ikramullah? Would you like to open your mic and speak up?
Hello.
Yes, Isma.
Hi. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Isma. I'm from Pakistan. My profession is teaching, and my hobby is book reading.
That's great, Isma. Thank you so much for participation. Yes, who else would like to participate? Two more volunteers and then we'll move on.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum Assalam, Mr. Kamla.
This is Ikramullah from Pakistan. I'm an MPhil scholar in English, applied linguistics, specifically in corpus linguistics, and I'm interested in improving my English language skills.
Okay, that's great to know. Thank you so much. Anyone else before we move on?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum Assalam.
My name is Hassan Arif. I am from Pakistan. I do BS in environmental sciences and currently I am doing job in Saudi Arabia as an HSA officer. And my hobby is to learn new things and hard working for them to learn many new things. Thanks.
That's great to know, Ehsan. It's great. Thank you so much for participating. Okay, if there is no one else who would like to participate, we shall move on. Is there anyone else? You can please, if you want to go for it, this is your last chance for this activity. Mehwish is here. Isma is here also. Okay, all right. So we shall move on. So the purpose of this activity was just like, now what did you do here that you were not doing before while you were trying to speak English? Basically, what you just did, you spoke English. You took the first step. And I'm really proud of all of you for doing that. Even if you felt like, oh, there are this many people over here, what would they think? There must be going on in your mind, but you took that step. Yes, Abdul Rafi, would you like to say something? Please speak up. Yes, you can speak. Open your mic.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Ruqayya Farid from I am from Hyderabad. I am a homemaker. I am interested to improve my language, English language.
Walaikum Assalam, Ruqayya. Very nice to know you. Thank you so much for participation. And okay, please change your name to your real name, Ruqayya. Thank you. Okay, we shall move on. And thank you so much, everyone who has participated. And I would like your participation just like this to keep this webinar as interactive as possible. Okay, so here is a quick check. using these emojis. We use emojis in our digital life everywhere. So I need you all to send an emoji in the chat. How do you feel when speaking English? Let's say a presentation has come suddenly, your boss has asked you to present in office, or you have to present your research paper to an audience. So what do you feel out of these emojis? So send that, and let's know how do you feel about speaking English. You can use the chat option for that. Or yes, there are some reactions over here in Meet. But if you send in chat, I would be able to get your name. That what do you feel? You have
Yes,
to choose one
Hamza.
emoji out of these.
I think we're very confident we don't have emoji. So we got selective emojis. So yes.
We do have at the very left, we have this emoji. But yes, I in Meet we don't have. So that is where you can send in the message. Okay, someone is replying. Can you please react again using the emoji so I can check your name? Okay, Abira says somewhat confident. Good, Amira. Abira. Mavish, very confident. Okay. I'm a somewhat confident, sometimes nervous. Ehsan is saying confident. Okay. Okay, Miss Amara is saying super confident. Very nice. Others, please, you also then. Okay, Hassan is saying very confident. That's great, Hassan. Okay, Mr. Kaya is saying nervous. All right. Sanjana, if I'm getting the name right, Sanjana says nervous. Sirat says confused. Samad nervous. Okay, Isma says Yasin. Isma Yasin says confident. Okay, Mr. Ikramullah is saying I'm confident. Okay, good job. Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing your reactions with me, and I can see most of you are already feeling somewhat confident or confident about speaking English. So that is such a great news, because for learning any type of language, confidence is the most first priority that we can say. And then obviously combined with practice and good mentorship, your English skills will, they can reach a peak, inshallah. So thank you so much for your participation. We should move on now. Okay. So if we talk about why should we learn English, why is there such an importance of English? If we are living in a country, most people have this argument that if we are living in a country where most people speak Urdu or some other languages, why is English needed? So as we know that we are now citizens of a global world. The world is not just non-digital currently. If you open your phone, you will have the language that will be there is English. If you look at the language of official documents, even in Pakistan, that is English. If you need a high-paying job, you must be fluent in English. So English opens doors for you, and it is best for building your career, better opportunities. It is best to get higher education, whether your subject will be different, but if you're going to teach it to your international students, then you will need English for that. And if you're going for a PhD abroad or even doing in Pakistan, you will need to use English a lot in that. And English is also needed for travel a lot. If you like traveling, you would need to communicate. And since English is a lingua franca, it can be used as a way of communication between two people who don't know each other's language at all. So they might know some broken English, even if you go to Saudi Arabia or Korea or Japan. So they would know some English. So that would be your bridge to build a connection with them and communicate. And English is very important for businesses if you have to convince your audience or your investors. So you will need English. You can network, you can build your network. If you're a fluent speaker, you can broaden your opportunities and your network, not only to your own people, but also international audience. And lastly, English, any language, or learning any language or English is great for personal growth as well. And English belongs to everyone. There's one myth that we have over here is that, okay, if you have to become a fluent speaker in English, you have to adopt a certain accent, or your vocabulary level needs to be high, above average. And basically the thing that when we take English as a social status, as a means of social status, or um, basically so what my point over here is that English, we should start looking at English not only just as a skill, or as a tool, or as a symbol of higher status, but we should understand that English is mostly used by all the people all over the world who are non-native speakers. So if you go to Europe, you would meet a person, and you meet a person who is from, let's say, India or Bangladesh, and he would like to communicate with you in English. His accent will not be a native accent. So many English conversations, they usually happen between non-native speakers that come with their own accent, with their own understanding of English, and not just only you get to talk to the native speakers in English, but it is generally used as a language of communication among non-native speakers in most countries. Okay, I think someone raised a hand. Let me check. Yes, technical. Could you please change your name? Um, would you like to add something? I think it was a mistake, maybe. Okay, would anyone like to share their opinion or add to this discussion? You're free to share your opinion. So I would really encourage some responses from you. What do you think about this? All right. Um, so I get that no one wants to share yet. Okay, let us move first to, now this part is all about you. That why are we afraid to speak English? Basically, what we are going to do over here, I'm not going to tell you the reasons that why you can't speak English, or why you lack in fluency or confidence, or why do you get stuck in conversations. You are going to tell me all that. That what are your issues, your problems? Why are you here? That you felt the need that, oh, I need to improve my English speaking skills. So what are your problems? Please share that with me. Yes. So I can see some new participants over here. Gia is here. Sumaila Imran is here. Alan Corpus. Um, can you please speak up and tell us is it your real name? Please introduce yourself to us. What are the major problems that you face while speaking in English, or while delivering presentations, or using English as a way of communication? Basically, that is my question. Miss Amara, am I audible?
Yes, dear, you are completely audible, and I would like to add something related to this because I've been experiencing this thing for quite some time. I believe the biggest reason is that people are actually waiting to become so perfect in speaking, and actually that perfection is nowhere, so we have to start from somewhere. So I encourage my students even in class, and I'm asking everyone that please speak. Whenever you speak and whenever you start something, only then you can go to perfection stage, otherwise there is no perfection that you are waiting for. So I would encourage you all to speak, participate. We don't really know you all. You all are new for us. So we'll know you through your participation. So please speak something so that we know you.
Thank you so much, Miss Amara, for your contribution. And yes, I totally agree with your point that you don't need to wait more, right? You are now over here. You have taken the step to come over here in a spoken English webinar. So now we are expecting to have a conversation. We have provided you a platform. It is your chance now. So no one is judging over here, right? So the all the fears that you might have are written there over the screen. Yes, I would thank you, Asia, for sharing it. I would really appreciate if you use the mic, please. Translating from the native language. Totally understood. Yes. So, could you please use the mic to share your point?
Yeah, my point is that translating from native language and waiting to become perfect.
Yes, totally. Most language learners have this issue, and thank you so much for participating. Yes, who else would like to share their issue? Or you can tell us some reasons that since some of you are teachers over here, you might have assessed your student that they are lacking in spoken English skills, or people around you. So what are some issues that that are basically barriers to their becoming good fluent speakers? Nabia says, I can't speak properly. Okay, so you might stutter or you might get stuck at a word. Totally understandable. Totally, someone says lack of confidence. Okay, that's thank you for sharing. So your confidence will be, confidence can only be improved if you get into the situation. Fears can only be faced when they can only be defeated when you get face to face with them. So once you will take an initiative to talk, to deliver, to say two lines in English, you will see an improvement in your own fluency. You would like to talk more in English. So let's take that step right here in this webinar. Okay. Mr. Kaya is saying, I think conversation is best way to improve. Yes, that is my point. I want to have a conversation. I don't want to read responses only in the chat. So use your mic, please. Mr. Ikramullah, would you like to add something over here since you yourself have an English background? Okay, Mr. Allen is saying wrong grammar and wrong usage of tenses. Okay, all right, that's great. But I believe that grammar, it comes after fluency or after you start speaking. Okay, so first you need to at least say some words, just like a toddler learns to speak for the first time. No one judges him for his sentences or his words that he learned. So they celebrate it, rather they celebrate it. This is what we are going to do over here. We are going to celebrate your achievements. If you mix your native language and English, if you would like to do that, it's totally okay with you. So please, anyone who would like to use the mic? 18 people are over here. Anyone can take the lead. Miss Amara is here. Aima, Imran is here. Yes, Miss Noor Fatma is over here. So, Miss Noor Fatma, would you like to add something to this conversation?
How did you become confident in speaking English and joining this session and giving presentation?
Thank you. That is such a great question. Yes, if I tell you my story, basically Miss Noor Fatma is a class fellow of mine from a university, and she's now asking me this question. See, so I used to be a very bad presenter, just to be honest with all of you. But what I took is that I made a goal that I want to become a good public speaker. If I have this skill, I have done a degree in English. English is my subject. I know so much about it. So now I am willing to take that step. And basically, I'm not saying I'm perfect over here, but I am willing to take that step and grow day by day. So whenever I see an opportunity, I take that. Okay. So Mr. Gramula is saying something. I think we should, being a student, think in English, build confidence, and learn proper linguistic patterns used in conversation like fillers, boosters, models, hedges, okay, meta discourse markers. Yes, so some of these things might not be understandable by most people who are not from linguistic background. But thank you so much, Mr. Kramula, for your what would you think um can help a student think in English? I would like you to use the mic to share your opinion, please.
Uh, Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
By thinking in English, I mean that when we speak and think in English, so we don't try to translate sentences into our target language or other language like Urdu. So we directly think in the target language, and we provide responses in the target language. So that is easy for us to create our fluency. So I mean that.
That's great, Mr. Kamala. Thank you so much for adding this point. It is indeed a very important point that I am going to discuss next over here. So thank you. Anyone else who would like to participate before we move on? You can add any one sentence, whatever you think about this.
Excuse me, can I ask something?
Sure.
It was my first day. I will share my real experience in this class. Sorry for interrupt you, but it's
No,
my
no,
first
it's
day in
okay.
Saudi. It's my first day in Saudi when I land at the airport. When I come, there's the Saudi people standing in front of me. They will like, Yalla, something. Sorry for using this language, but I will only explain. Then I am a little bit disappointed about this that how I can speak this language. But after some time, when I spent 1 month here, I I really know that the only way to speak with the people that I speak Arabic, and with my roommates, with my roommates, daily I learn 2 or 3 words and speak Arabic, and uh, uh, in the result after 4 months now, alhamdulillah, I am a very supportive on the Arabic language. It means that I will ask all the students, and it's for me that if you speak the English on the regular basis in front of mirror, it's an example. And inshallah, when we speak English, inshallah, we have a very strong uh, in English language. Speaking is speaking is the only key for to gain the language.
Yes, that's great. That's great. Such a nice suggestion, and thank you so much, Mr. San, for sharing your story. What I learned from here is that, see, Arabic is called the mother of languages, and even I find Arabic some difficult than other languages. Just like Urdu is very difficult for other people to learn, but when they live in Pakistan, everyone is speaking Urdu. No one even knows English. Like most of the people don't have good English, and they're very comfortable with Urdu. Just like that, those Saudi people were more comfortable with speaking Arabic. So you were the person who had to adjust in that environment. So based on your human need, you adopted that language. So we have to believe in our ability, in our brain. There is a capacity to learn many languages. You know, the research says that if you expose a toddler or some small infant to 4 to 5 languages, they will gradually adopt some of them. So they in future they might become fluent in 5 languages. It is a possibility. So learning never stops anywhere. Okay. So thank you so much. I hope we got to learn the lesson, and from the story of Mr. Ehsan, it was such an interesting story. Okay. So just like we talked about this matter, that biggest myth about fluency or spoken English or or becoming a good, really confident spoken English speaker is that we are always waiting to get perfect in one thing or the other. If our fluency is decent at decent level, we are aiming to add so many good advanced vocabulary words, or we want our accent to be very native like, and in chasing all those things we get to feel, we fall behind understanding the purpose, that why are we using English basically as a tool for communication. Just like if we compare it to Urdu, some people speak very broken Urdu. For example, like people who don't have their mother tongue as Urdu, like Balochi, Sindhi, Punjabi, and in their household that language is being spoken, so they would have a difficulty in even understanding and speaking Urdu. So that is the case with English. The more you will get exposed to the language, the more you will speak it, the more you will become fluent gradually. But you don't have to wait for that perfect moment. You want to start right now. And here are some do's and don'ts of speaking English. Don'ts are basically whatever we do in our traditional schooling, that memorizing grammar, tenses. We are very good at our grammar, with our tenses, with our understanding of written and reading and writing skills in English. But the skills that we kind of leave behind are speaking and listening in English. And we learn vocabulary, we open dictionaries, we kind of ratify the vocabulary, but we don't really know how to use that in our spoken English. When we are delivering a speech, how can we use a good word? When we are giving a business pitch, how can we use a persuasive language to convince our buyer or our client for some some task or anything? So English can't be learned by doing these things unless and until you use English as a tool. Just like if you have to learn driving and you don't drive at all, you are just waiting, sitting there in the driving seat, waiting to get perfect. You don't start the car. So will you be able to learn driving? Will you be able to become a good driver? I need answers from you. What do you think?
No.
No. And what would be the reason? That
Because
person, that person is thinking about becoming perfect. But what
because
would... Yes, Mr. Hassan, please speak up.
because we don't practice and we just think to become perfect without practice.
Exactly. Anyone else?
Because perfection demands practice.
Perfect. Very well said. And Miss Amaris is never. Yes. Miss Mavish is saying generally it is said that listening would improve our speaking skills. But I feel if you will speak, then you will be able to achieve the confidence level. Which thing is more appropriate? So, okay. So see, listening and speaking are connected. When you have a conversation, I'm here talking and you are all listening. So you are, you are engaging your ears, but you are not engaging your tongue over here. So for you to learn every language, English has different sounds. When you will start using English, only then your mouth will practice it. Only then your mouth will become a good driver or a fluent speaker in English. If you will just stay still, listening or reading or just watching a video, your mouth is not getting engaged. You're not using that skill of speaking. So it will not improve, right? So just like Mr. Hassan here shared his point, Mr. Kaya shared, Mr. Kramula shared, they are now utilizing that skill and they will inshallah become fluent speakers if they continue that practice. So this is what I want from you. Thank you, Mavish, for sharing this point. And as for your question, which thing is more appropriate? Obviously, listening is very important skill. And more than reading and writing, if you want to learn speaking, you need to listen and you need to talk also. So if you're listening to a video, how you can talk? You can repeat after the video. Whatever she's saying, you can shadow it, you can repeat it. This is one skill that I will this is one technique that I will talk about later. Okay, so this is the formula that I can provide you, and only if you apply it, just like in math, if I give you a formula and you will not apply it to any question, you won't be able to get the solution. So this formula is here. First, knowledge is very important, obviously, but the second phase is as important as the first one, that is practice. The third one is consistency. Consistency means being regular, whether it is 5 minutes a day or whether it is, if you say that I am practicing 1 hour for 1 hour after 1 week or after 1 month. And if someone says on the other hand that I practice English speaking for 5 minutes every day, I would say that is the better approach because it is consistent. And then lastly, feedback is very important. If you will alone, you are doing all the things, but you are getting still getting stuck at somewhere, still think that you make some mistakes or grammar mistakes are there that hinder your clear communication skills. You want to say one thing and the other things comes out. So you need feedback for that from an expert, from someone who can evaluate your skills and guide you as per your own improvements. And as per Mr. Kramula has shared that yes, the key to fluency is that what we do over here is that we think in our native language, the language that we are most comfortable in. That is mostly Urdu or Pashto or Balochi. And we try to translate it, just like we have learned in reading skills and writing skills, that translate the sentence. But spoken English doesn't work like that. If you see that in reading, you can take some time to think. But when you're talking with someone, you can't really be doing the translations in your mind and then make a statement in English. It is too much time taking. And then only you will be able to say only 3 to 4 sentences. So how you can start thinking in English? Let's learn about this technique. Then I want you to apply this in the next task that I have for you. Name objects around you. For example, I'm sitting in this room. I have bulb over here, walls are there, some cabins are here, doors are here. I'm sitting on a bed. I'm using a laptop. So I'm naming the things. Okay. Second, describe your actions. What am I doing right now? I'm teaching. I'm speaking. I'm reading your responses. What you are doing right now? What are you doing right now? You are taking the class, you are listening, you are learning, and you are trying to speak also. You are participating. So by describing your actions, whatever, if you're eating somewhere, something, if you're going somewhere, if you're talking to someone, if you're taking a lecture, tell yourself what you are doing, what action you're doing. And then thirdly, keep a daily English journal. If you learn a new word, if you want to learn a new word, if any Urdu word comes in your mind, you don't know the English word, search it up on Google. It is very easy, and write it with your hands. So it will doing all these things will develop a habit of thinking in English. Someone asked me when what was so important in my journey of being a fluent speaker. Basically, I started thinking in English. That is one major thing that helped me. Yes, Mr. Samad, would you like to share something? Yes, Mr. Samad, you have raised your hand. Would you like to share something? Or anyone else can share something? Rohma is here, some new participant. Muhammad Mubin is here. Shumaila Imran, would you like to add something to this discussion about thinking in English? What is the problem that comes when you are trying to think in English? Anyone who would like to share their problems?
I feel hesitation.
Ma'am, I want to share one thing.
Okay, please, one at a time. Yes, yes, Sanjana, I think started first. Yes, Sanjana, please.
I think hesitation to speak out in English. That is the first reason. Uh, I feel nervous to speak out. However, I understand English very well, but I hesitate to speak it out.
All right. So when you are trying to speak English, what is going in your mind? Which language is it?
Um, I don't know. I think
Idea comes in your mind. Is it in your in Hindi or your native language or English?
in native language. I mean, it's Hindi.
Yes, that is the problem. So start naming things very easy words. Start thinking about them in your mind. So that when you will be given a chance to use them, you can use them. You will be thinking about them in your mind. It will improve your speaking fluency and your confidence that you will already say that, oh, it is already in my
Yeah,
mind.
yes.
I can now
Mhm.
use it. Right? Thank you so much
Yeah.
for sharing. Yes, who else wanted to share? Go on, please. Yes, anyone else would like to share? I think Mr. Hafiz was sharing something over here. Someone else also, started. Mr. Mubin, were you talking? Yes, Farhana. Go on, please.
Yes, ma'am. I think the main reason is we always try to translate, like we speak Urdu, we try to translate Urdu into English, and there we fumble sometimes. There we lag the fluency. So I think it's better to like not translate exactly like the sentences. We always think before speaking the English, like we try to translate. That's where I think the problem comes.
Yes, I totally agree. That is such a good point. That, what happens
Yeah.
is that, why that happens, I will tell you. Because if we look at the structure of Urdu and English, they are very different. Okay? So English follows a subject verb agreement, subject verb object structure. Verb comes in the middle. But in Urdu, we follow some other structure. So basically, the position
Yes.
of the verb, that is the thing that really, disturbs our spoken. And the idea that, idea comes in our mind and we can easily turn it into an, English structure right there in our mind. But what we tend to do is that we jump into our comfort language. So when we are
Yeah.
already thinking in comfort language, our tongue will get confused because, brain is the
Yes.
one commanding the tongue. So very good point. Okay,
Yeah.
Miss Farhana,
Yeah.
you were saying something? Asya is saying, in my case, reading contributed in accelerating my thinking, and for listening, it engaged me to speak. Obviously, if you want to improve your vocabulary, I always recommend my students to do a lot of reading. Start with very easy reading, Instagram posts, newspapers, signs on the road, and basic guides. If some device comes in your home, you have that manual. So start recipe books, very easy things. And then obviously your mind, when you read something, your mind learns the vocabulary, the structure, but it will not learn how to speak. You will only learn how to speak by listening to someone and by practicing it in real life, by moving your muscles of your tongue. So that is basically the thing. Okay, so we have some activity for you. I want all to participate. Okay, this activity is basically one person who will volunteer to start talking. They have to find one person in the group who has traveled abroad and all these things. Okay, so you can ask a question from the group. This is your class fellows, right? These are your class fellows. So find someone who has traveled abroad and ask them about their experience of traveling. So anyone can start with it. Yes, Miss Amara, are you saying something?
Yes, Samna, please share your complete screen so that we could see the content.
Okay, all right. Yes, so who is going to start? Sanjana, would you like to go first? I want at least 10 speakers for this activity. So let's hurry up. Who would like to go first? Be the winner. Should I explain the activity again? Please use your mic to interact because it will be difficult for me to look at the chat again and again. Yes, Mr. Hassan, would you like to go first? Basically, in this activity, you have to choose one topic out of these and find one person from the group who has done any of these things and then have a short conversation. The purpose is to speak, basically. Yes, please go on.
Has anyone traveled abroad?
Very nice. So who has asked this? Mr. Hassan is talking. Yes, please answer him. Has anyone traveled abroad?
Yes, I have traveled abroad multiple times.
Which countries have you traveled?
Dubai and Thailand.
So, how was your experience in Dubai?
It was wonderful. Like there were so many places to visit over there, and my favorite one was Global Village.
Okay, and what made you visit Dubai?
My mamu lives there. I went there to visit him.
And how about Thailand? What made you visit Thailand?
I went there for either honeymoon trip with my husband.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you really think Thailand is a good place to go for a honeymoon?
Yes, because I mean there were so many places over there, and we choose Thailand as a destination because we enjoy parties. So we went there.
Okay, but uh, if someone is newly wed and he is not into parties, so what would you
Hmm.
recommend? Visiting Thailand or Dubai?
I enjoy in Dubai more than Thailand because we went there with another couple, so we enjoyed a lot over there, and there were so many places other than discos. Obviously, there were disco parties as well, but they were too much expensive in Dubai, while Thailand is cheaper than Dubai.
But still, I guess Dubai is a place where you can't do everything openly because that's an Islamic country and
Yeah,
there's
yes.
restrictions as well.
Uh-huh.
And
There are
and,
restrictions,
and
All
I
exactly.
right, sorry, really sorry to cut your conversation. You were doing perfectly great, very nice, Sanjana and Hassan. Good job. So now let's give a chance to other participants. Miss Samara, I said Hassan has already done. Usman, Essen, and Fatma. Would you like to go next, please? Have just any person. Very nice, Sanjana and Hassan. Let's all clap. Give reactions of claps or any thumbs up for them. And yes, Fatma, you can ask a question from the group, and the other people, mm, Usman and Essen, please have a conversation. Short one, okay? Yes, Muhammad Usman, would you like to go? ask a question. You can choose any other topic, like loves cooking, or find someone who does these things. Fatma, are you here?
Yes, Usman and Jean, you both could do it together, maybe for speak more than one language. Jean and Usman.
Jean, can you hear me? Bisman, would you like to be a speaking partner for Mr. Usman for this activity? Anyone can volunteer, please do. I need, interactive session. Mr. Ikramullah, would you like to volunteer?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Regarding languages, I want to ask who can speak more than one language?
Yes, group, please answer. Who knows more than
Anyone,
one language?
please? Who can speak more than one language?
I think anyone here can speak more than one language. I can
For
speak three
example,
or more.
I can speak Urdu, I can speak English.
I can speak Punjabi.
Who can speak Punjabi or English or any mother tongue, and if not English, any other language? Asia. Okay, Asia. Mr. Ikram, could you please change the topic, like dream destination? Miss Asia would like to volunteer with you. Yes, Asia, you can ask the question. Start the conversation, please.
There is a
What is
problem
your
in my mic today, so that is why.
We can hear you well, Mr. Ikram.
Okay, if someone asks question, so we will reply.
All right, Asia, please continue. Please start.
what is your dream destination and what makes it a dream destination?
Yes, Mr. Ikram. Is your mic working?
Yes, I'm planning to be enrolled for PhD through scholarship abroad. So this is my dream wish to be enrolled in PhD abroad. And also I want to publish more and more research papers in international journals because I'm working on writing research articles. And last but not the least, I wish to speak like natives. So
Any specific country for it?
for that, I try to join webinars. I try to interact with enroll in any European country.
That's great. I'm asking if any specific country or any specific place you wanna enroll.
I mean, any European country.
Okay.
Any
All
European
right,
country.
Asia, what about you? if we ask you this question, what is your dream destination and why?
My dream destination is Turkey, and the reason behind is I want to see the historical places. I have a great interest for history, and I would love to see them.
That's great. I hope you get to visit Turkey someday, inshallah. Thank you so much, both of you. Okay, I need two more people to volunteer for any topic that is left. Which one of you loves cooking? Raise your hand. All the people who love cooking in the group, raise the hand, please. Cooking or making any kind of food, like maybe different types of drinks or coffee or tea.
Excuse me, can I join you with this?
Sure,
Love
sure,
cooking.
Mr. Hassan. Okay, one volunteer is Mr. Hassan, and I would like one else. What about Abdul Rafi or Isma, Mehvish? Any one of you can join, please. Yes, please ask the question, Mr. Hassan. Find someone who loves cooking.
I plan if somebody asks the questions to me, I will answer.
No, you can find this activity is about finding someone from your class group who loves cooking or who likes to do this activity. Then you can have a conversation, right?
Is
So ask the
anyone
group how many people here love cooking, or some specific dish like to cook biryani or something like that.
is there anyone available to join me in this session? In this class?
Yes, yes, please join. Please help Ehsan. Be a speaking partner. We are all cheering for you. Hurry up, please.
I actually love
If
cooking,
no
but
one
I
available, I will answer.
Okay, Hassan has joined. Good job, Hassan. Please start the conversation.
I actually love cooking, but I hate doing dishes, so now I don't cook anymore.
Okay, okay,
But
all
I'm
right.
doing
Fair
by my
point.
Do you love cooking, Ehsan?
yes, I love the cooking, and the reason behind this in Pakistan, I run a restaurant business with my father. It's located in Aptabad city. The restaurant type is for the breakfast or the lunch time, and in this we serve many food to the peoples. So I have the cook at my restaurant, but after some time I wish to learn from these chefs. And the main reason behind this, I want to help my mother also, and and distribute some work on my head. So I'm planning to learn how to cook different dishes. So the teacher she learned me is my mother. In my home, I learned many dishes from my mother, and I really love to cook the beef kadai, biryani, and some other species. And now I am in abroad, and it helped me very much. I cook here uh, many dishes in my room, and my friend when I go to home, my friend call me chef is back. So I am happy to listen these kind of words from my friends, and now it's my a little bit hobby to cook many different things. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's a good thing to cook for your roommates.
Yes, brother.
Yeah. How often do you cook in a week?
Sorry.
How often do you cook in a week? How many times do you cook in a week?
Mainly it's only for dinner, because we can bring the breakfast by other restaurant, but in night when we go home, all we together, and we will help each other. Some are cutting the vegetables, some are washing the dishes, and I am always ready to cook.
Yeah, that's a good thing to together eat together and then have gossips and share gossips of your whole
Some
day.
people, they will like less spicy, some will like more spicy. So we will manage the medium. We will manage the, I can ask the medium uh, type of food, less spicy, or all the people like this, all the people like.
That's really nice. Thank you so much, Ihsan, for sharing such a good story about your restaurant. And I really like that your reason of learning cooking. And Hassan, thank you so much for being volunteering with him. And now let's move on to the next activity. Now I would like those to participate, those who have not. So this is a technique. I know what I understand till now is that most of you are having trouble speaking. You think that this is a public platform and you don't know these people, and how will you talk in front of them, right? Or how will you have a conversation with them? So this technique that I'm going to teach you right here is going to be very beneficial for you, especially if you want to have a random conversation with someone. So, what is happening in our brain whenever we are having, I have been at a place years before, where you are exactly feeling underconfident and feeling what other people are going to think about your language speaking, your grammar. They're going to judge it. So this is an anchoring technique. Anchor is basically something that we can hold on to. For example, if you're going on a ship and the ship is going to shake, or in a train, so you hold on to something, so that is the anchor. And here the trick to this is that first you have low confidence. You are not able to start a conversation, or you're getting stuck in a conversation. So someone has asked you a question, or they're waiting for you to speak, and you are just kind of stuck. You have many ideas, but you don't know how to speak them up. So, first one, what you will do is that you will find an anchor. You will look around yourself and find something that interests you at that moment. You will connect yourself with the environment, whether it can be a place you're sitting on, anything you're using, or if you are in a restaurant sitting, you will look at some plants or some decoration, anything that interests you. Okay, so you will connect with that. You will make observation. You will observe your surroundings. Okay, just to get out of your mind and that negative thinking cycle. Then the second step, you are going to reveal something about yourself. It can be as small as I like potatoes, I like fries, I like spicy food, anything. Okay, I like blue color. It can be anything. Just reveal one small thing about yourself, and then that person is going to, that is going to kickstart the conversation again, or they are going to ask some questions. So right there, you will pick up your confidence again. You will gain your confidence again. You will come back to your surrounding, get out of your negative thinking cycle or your underconfident stage, and then you will jump into the conversation. After that, you have to, the third thing that you have to do is that encourage yourself to continue the conversation. So for that, you can ask any open-ended question. For example, um, where did you visit in the last summer vacations? Tell me about that. So open-ended question can be that encourages the other person to speak more, to tell you a story. So you can ask any question to them, and that will just have the conversation go smoothly. And you will gradually, when they will talk, and it will go in your brain that yeah, I was able to utter some sentences. You will instantly gain confidence back. So, any question from this technique? Now, do you understand how to apply this technique? Please use your mic. I need some yes or no answers. All right. So, we are going to now move to this activity. Basically, role plays are very very important. I use them in every class just because they when we have a role play that is based on a real life conversation, since we already know so much vocabulary and we already have previous knowledge on that subject. For example, you have ordered food at a restaurant so many times in your life, but maybe you have ordered it in your native language, or maybe you know little vocabulary in English, how to communicate, but you at least know how to ask what's in the menu, what is your most popular dish, right? So you know some words already, you have some background knowledge. All of you are adults, not little children, right? So you have ordered or you have seen people ordering food in English and have a conversation with the waiter, or if you know a chef has come and they are going to tell you about the restaurant. Just like I forgot the name. I think it was Mr. Hassan. He told us that he owns a cafe. So now I'm going to write 3 names, and those are going to have a role play for any topic out of these. Okay, you can choose any topic that you are more comfortable with and have a conversation, have a role play. Okay, try to use the language that you already know, or you can use some of your native language. It is totally okay if you blend some native Urdu or Pashto and a little bit of English, so it's totally okay. Just the purpose is to get you speaking. Okay, so I'm going to write some names, those who have not participated at all. Okay. Mehvish, Shumaila, and Zen. If you can hear me, I want you to start the conversation, please. Choose any topic and take roles and have a little conversation, please. Shumaila, Mehvish, Zen. Is any one of you over here? Can you hear me? Please respond. Isma, can you hear me? There are some silent participants over here. We are unclear whether you are able to understand us or whether you are listening to us or not. Isma?
Yes.
Okay, finally. Isma is here. Assalamu alaikum, Isma. How are you?
Walaikum assalam. I'm fine, Alhamdulillah.
Okay, so one participant is Isma. Thank you, Isma, for speaking up. Yes, Zain, Shumaila, anyone else, please? 2 more people. One can be Sanjana. Okay, Mavish, I understand. What about Zain, Shumaila, Samran? Samran, are you there? Noman, nahi. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Assalamu alaikum, Noman. Okay, Noman, please
Walaikum assalam, ma'am.
help. Yes, please help Isma and have a conversation, have a short role play on any of these 3 topics that are on the screen.
Meeting and ma'am, sorry, I just joined and I have no idea what's happening. So I have to speak on one of them.
Yes, you're going to have a role play, a conversation with Isma on any of these topics that you both can agree on. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Isma, your mic is not working. You can keep keep your mic a little away while speaking. There's disturbance in your mic.
Is it fine now?
Yes, now it's super clear.
There is some internet issue in my place now.
Okay, now you are audible, Isma. Yes, Mr. Naman, you can start the conversation, please. First, choose the
Um,
topic. Which topic are you going to talk about?
I think so. Job interview.
All right. If Mr. Naman is okay with it, Isma, you
Yeah,
can
sure,
ask
ma'am.
questions, and Mr. Naman will answer them. Okay.
Okay, okay. Just a minute. Okay, Mr. Numan.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's start our. Uh, what do you do? Assalamu alaikum. What's your name?
Walaikum salam. I am Noman Naeem.
Okay. Where do you work?
I work at um, a fuel station.
Okay. How long have you been working there?
I've been working there for 4 years now.
Okay. What do you like most about your job?
So I'm in the management and I love managing people. So that's pretty much what I do, and I love my work. I love my job.
Okay, nice. What are your main responsibilities in this job?
So there are multiple roles that I have to play on the daily basis. One of them is the stock management and taking care of the staff at all times, like managing the budgets at the same time. And the responsibilities also include the rotation of old stock, which we usually call the first in, first out rule. So I have to maintain that um,
Okay,
um,
nice. What
that
skills
standard.
are
That
important for
standard as
you?
well.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, very nice.
Sorry,
What
what's that?
skills are important for your job?
Um, there are many like you don't have to be a pro in order to do that job, but the basics should include the communication skills, active listening, and awareness of what's happening around you.
Okay, right. What is the most challenging part of your job?
Um, at the moment, I must say, like keeping an eye on the customers and just staying active at all times, because it's something that we have to stay on our foot during our shift. So we just have to keep ourselves active during our shift, and that's pretty much it.
Very nice. Okay, now tell me, what do you enjoy doing in your free time?
Um, in my free time, so I do some sports. Like I would say, I do like whenever I'm free in my leisure time. I prefer doing any sports activity. At the moment, I'm like it's winter season where I'm living currently, so I prefer going for long walks. Sometime going for a jog, and it keeps me busy in my free time as well.
Okay, very nice. What are your future career goals?
In future, I haven't given it a thought. I haven't thought much about it, but sometimes I just want, like whenever I see the armed forces, um, there is something that I guess attracts me towards them. So maybe in the future I'll join the armed forces, maybe the police department.
Why did you choose this profession?
Which one? The management.
Uh, in army
Um,
and in police?
like I said earlier, so I love the management position. So in the police, I would say I'll not have the management position, but still I'll have some authority in some order. So and also I just it's a bit different as well. So I would love to try it as well.
Okay,
All
very
right, thank
nice.
you so
Nice to
much.
talk. Thank you.
Isma and Naman, sorry to cut you, Isma. Very nice questions. Very good job with the questions, Isma and Naman. You gave very good comprehensive answers with good use of vocabulary. So I would say that you're already at a level, at a good level of spoken English communication, since it is a part of your job as well. Best of luck with your job and your future aspirations as well. Okay, anyone else who would like to give it a try to, ordering food or meeting a new colleague, you can just say 5 to 6 lines, okay? Make it a short role play just to practice. So those who have not spoken anything yet, this is your chance again. So please give it a try. Sumaila, Zan, Sumaila and Zan. If you can hear me, please, since this is a spoken English class, I would encourage you to speak up. Next, Rukaya, you can start. If you can hear me, Rukaya, you can start, and you can choose a partner, whoever you would like to have a role play with. I hope I'm getting the name right. Um, Over here, this Abdul Rafi is written. Your username is Abdul Rafi. So I'm calling you. Okay, anyone else who would like to give it a try? Or shall we move on to the next activity?
I can do the ordering food one.
Sure. If you want, I can do with you. Is it Rukaiya? What was your name again? Sorry. Here, Asya Fayaz is written.
Avira.
Abira. Okay, all right, Abira. Let's start.
I can be
And
the waiter.
Sanjana, you want to? Okay, sure. Both of you. Sanjana wants to be the waiter, and Abira wants to be the customer. Okay, all right.
I'm sorry, I wanted to be the waiter.
It's okay.
All right.
You can switch roles if fine with her.
Okay, Sanjana, this is the menu. How can I help you with it?
I want to order KFC wings for my baby and a chicken burger.
Um, all right, I'll get it away. Anything else?
I would like to add some sauce.
Okay.
And, and can you please arrange it quickly because I'm in hurry.
All right, you'll get your order in 15 minutes if that's okay.
Yeah, all right.
Here's
Okay,
your
so now,
order.
yeah, the waiter has brought the order. Now ask about the food. Abira.
Would you like to give a feedback about the food?
Yes, please continue, Abira.
I'm asking if you'd like to give a feedback about the food.
Yeah, sure. Uh, the KFC Crunch Burger is amazing. I'll give a review of 5 out of 5. While wings are not that crispy as I expected, so I'll give you the review. I mean 3 out of 5.
We're really thankful for your feedback. We will really try to meet your expectations next time, and you are very welcome always here.
Thank you.
Well done, Sanjana and Abira. Good job. Very well done. Others, please, let's appreciate them. Use your reactions. All right. So coming to towards the last part of the webinar, that was a live feedback. So what I noticed from all of you, those who did the speaking activity, what you need more, what you need to work more on the practice. Although you, most of you are already at that level where you are not speaking broken sentences, that is good. The only thing that you're struggling with is a little bit of confidence and practice. So you need to work more on the practice and rest of that very well. I would really like to appreciate Noman and Abira for their good use of vocabulary, and the others also. Your fluency was very good as well. There were some nitty gritties that we can look into the classes. Okay, if you continue with me. So, inshallah, if you continue to practice daily and regularly, you will, I assure you that your spoken English will improve for sure. So here are some daily habits that if you follow them consistently, they can help you improve your communication skills. And but one thing is for sure, that do not forget to follow the confidence formula: knowledge first, practice, consistency, and feedback. So speak 10 minutes daily, or you can make it 5 minutes in front of a mirror, and you can record yourself, look at yourself, get it analyzed by AI or something. And then you can shadow, watch videos of native speakers or role plays, and then after watching the video, do that role play with any sibling or any person around you. Reading aloud while you're reading. Make sure your ears listen to it, so that you won't only be doing the reading, but also the listening. You can listen to podcasts, try thinking in English, try naming objects in your daily life, so that they will help you practice with a partner daily and learn phrases. Or when if you're learning vocabulary, try to use this vocabulary into your sentences, into your daily language, so that your mind will be able to retain it for a longer time, and it can become part of your permanent word bank in your mind. And so even if some people do all of these things, they still fail to achieve that level of fluency, especially if they are preparing for a English proficiency test, or using English at an advanced level, for example, such as a workplace or as a working professional. So what really happens is that learning English or any language alone, what people do is that they watch videos, they sometimes they do speaking practice, sometimes they don't do. They're not regular in it, and no one provides them feedback. No accountability is there. One day you can practice, for the whole day. Maybe you're practicing for the whole week. The next week you get busy and you just kind of forget about your practice. So all of these things can hinder your progress, and you can take a lot of time in improving your spoken English proficiency. What learning with guidance, learning with a mentor, taking classes can do for you, they will provide you with a structured roadmap. A goal will be there. Learning with a teacher provides you with speaking practice. You will be able to practice on different topics. There will be a goal for each class. Each class will be purposeful, and you will be given feedback according to your own improvements, according to your own weak areas, and you will have regular motivation also, and you will be disciplined. When you start taking classes, you surely get disciplined and serious about anything. So, and your progress will be faster as well. That if you consistently do something for 1 month or for 40 to 60 days, then you can surely learn a skill. They say that if you want to get really good at something, you need to do that at least 2 hours every day. So for like 60 to 90 days, and you will surely become expert in that only if you're consistent. So consistency is the key to perfection. Now, I will tell you about my spoken English course that I'm providing with Language Skills Academy. What you will learn over here is that, as you might have experienced in the webinar, that I tried to make it as interactive as possible. It was well structured, and I was encouraging you to, speak. And there were different activities. And in group classes, I try my best to make it into a community, so that learning English is not a hassle for you, rather an enjoyable experience. So live online sessions will be given to you. They will include different activities, role plays, and you will be given personalized feedback as well. In WhatsApp group, you will be provided with resources as well. So that is all about the course, and it is a 1 month course. Key details, you can take a screenshot of this one, and or it will be shared with you as well in the group. And there is a early bird discount, 10% off on the fee of the course. That is valid till 22nd July. That is 3 days from today. And now I want your feedback. I want some of you who can share the feedback for this webinar. So who would like to go first? I need 3 volunteers, please. Yes, Hassan, would you like to share your feedback? How was the webinar?
I think Hassan is not in the session.
Anyone else can share?
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum Assalam.
I'll start my feedback about this webinar. This webinar was very informative and interactive. I learned useful speaking techniques and gained confidence in communicating in English. Overall, it was a very helpful and enjoyable experience. Thank you so much, Hamna.
Thank you so much, Isma, for sharing your feedback. I will just add it over here.
अभी लास्ट में किसी ने ज्वाइन किया था तुम्हारे प्रोफाइल शेयर कर दी उसके रिव्यूज मेरा खुद समझ आ गए तो वो तो आपसे मैंने कांटेक्ट करना ना उनसे डायरेक्ट नहीं करना लेकिन मुझे चाहिए कि जो डील कर रहा है उसको क्या रिव्यूज है
Yes, who would like to go next? Please share your feedback.
I would like to go.
Sure, please. What's your
The
name?
webinar, Abira.
Okay, Abira.
The webinar was quite good. It reshaped our ways of thinking for English, and it was very interactive. So I'd like to join it again if I get opportunity.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much for sharing, Abira. Anyone else? Yes. Anyone else? Anyone from the males over here? Sanjana, would you like to share your review? How was the webinar? Or anyone else can share, Mr. Kamala or Zareen. Mahvish, you can write it.
Yeah, I would like to say this webinar was very helpful and it was really interactive and gave me the chance to interact with all of you. Thank you so much, Amna.
Welcome. Thank you for your feedback, Sanjana.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum Assalam.
Madam, thank you so much for such a golden opportunity in the form of a webinar. It was really enjoyable and insightful, and it was interactive in nature. And we learned a lot from the activities which were interactive in nature. So that's all.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kamla. I really appreciate it.
Mm. Welcome, madam.
Okay. So time for the questions. If you have any questions, you can ask. I will take the questions for the next 5 minutes, then we will end, inshallah. Anyone has any question? You can start talking. All right, so I understand that there are no questions and everyone enjoyed the webinar. Thank you so much, everyone, for your presence. I highly appreciate it. And inshallah, in the future, we will try to arrange some other webinars also. And I saw the request for the NLP webinar as well. I will talk to Ms. Samara about this. And thank you for your presence. And if you still have any question or you have any question in the mind after it ends, so you can ask in the WhatsApp group. Thank you so much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.